The Ice Flyers and the Riverhawks game 2 of this playoff series. And Jim, hey, great to see you again.
Hey, Paul, thanks for having me. This is a great game. Obviously, it's going to be a really good series. I don't think the Ice Flyers certainly don't want it to end, and I think the Riverhawks certainly want to do the best they can to make this end. So.
Well, it's a pretty entertaining first period. I mean, the Ice Flyers, they are playing desperate, and obviously it shows in the number of shots.
Yeah, 17-5 or 17-9 on the shots. They're coming out, they're trying to play, and they want to keep it going.
Well, this is obviously the second year for Pensacola, first year for Augusta for the listeners in the SPHL. Share with us your thoughts on how you have seen the 2 years gone here for the SPHL, and are you pretty pleased with the way things have gone?
Well, I'm happy with it. I mean, obviously Tim Kerr being here and all you guys trying to help out with the Ice Flyers, making this thing continue to grow and grow. The I-10 is going to grow. I know Louisiana the last couple of years wasn't as strong as they wanted to be. I think they're going to be very, very strong next year. Watch out for Killer Kaminsky and those guys. Obviously, Mississippi finishing first the last 2 years is going to be a great rivalry. And as it looks on the dates, as far as playoff dates, as if Mississippi and Pensacola end up in the final, it's going to be a really good series. So we'll hope to see them in there.
Well, you like how it's going. You feel that this league is pretty strong, for the 2 years that it's been in there. You feel that every team is solid.
Yeah, all the owners have made a commitment to come back next year. I know the guys in Augusta with Bob Kirshner, they're in Augusta. He's given 100%. He stands out there every single night, whether you know this or not. And maybe I'm talking out of school because he may not want to know it, but he stands out there and hands out every single program. So when the people in Augusta that are coming through the turnstile and they're getting a program, they're getting it from the owner. The owner cares. He wants Augusta to be successful. That's what we need as a league, and I'm blessed as a commissioner to have owners that are committed to their individual cities. Bob Kirshner, with the people from Augusta, he stands up front. Him and his wife, Diane, are up front every single game. Welcome to the game. Thank you for coming every single night. They're very accessible. Tim Kerr, as you know, he sits up here. He comes in, and he's very accessible to the fans. He wants it to be successful here in Pensacola, and I am blessed as a commissioner to have owners that are committed to each and every one of the individual cities, whether it's Keith Jeffries in Huntsville, whether it's the Amoses there in Columbus, whether it's the people in Knoxville with Mike Murray and Kendra and all the people there. I'm very blessed as a commissioner to have owners that are committed to their cities.
You see this league growing. There's some rumors out there, Central Hockey League. You want to share with us anything that might possibly happen within the next year or two?
Well, there's no secret that I did a radio interview in Bossier Shreveport, that I've spoken with the owner from Bossier Shreveport. Some of those other cities, and we work together with the Central League. Those the guys in the Central Hockey League, Dwayne Lewis and Rick Kozebek, I've worked with very well. They've helped develop the SPHL, and I always go to their All-Star games. I go to their conferences as a guest of theirs, and I've been blessed to have that good relationship, and they want to reach out to us. And you know what? Some of those teams dropping down in Single A may make sense, and we'll see what happens in the next 60, 90 days. Whether it's a situation where those guys join the SPHL or we just work in partnership with them to get things done at the Single A level. But I'm hoping things are going to be good for the SPHL.
When you say partnership, I guess you could say during the regular season you play some games against them, correct?
There's a multitude
or anything
of possibilities.
Could happen,
There's
probably.
a multitude of possibilities. And I'm not going to sit here and go, well, this is what's etched in stone. We're talking anything from, hey, those teams become part of the SPHL. Maybe those teams are some of those teams still stay part of the Central League, and Pensacola plays them a couple times. They play us. There's a whole multitude of things. So in the next 60, 90 days, we're going to figure that out.
What are the percentages of those whole multitude of things that might, or just one of those things might happen? What's the percentage?
I would love to sit here and say 90% we're going to have more, or 90% we're going to have whatever. But to your point, there's definitely a percentage. I just don't know which one it is, Paul. I appreciate that. But you know what? The Central League and the Bossier and Mississippi and those guys, they're good guys. They have passionate fans, and I know you guys would love beating them up every night here in the hangar. But sometimes, we got to beat other people up.
I know it's a budget league, and I know obviously that's important.
Yeah.
But they say if you join forces in some way or shape or form with the Central League, you're going to stay within the confines of the budget and not get too big.
We have to. It's a thing where the people here in Pensacola, they love the Ice Flyers, they love Tim Kerr, and you know what? If we raise the ticket prices $10, everybody's not coming. They're not going to come. And we go, hey, it's the budget, it's the owners, whatever. But if we allow the expenses of the team to come up, then we have to ask our fans to pay more money. And if our fans are willing to pay more money, then we'll do it. But you know what? We want our fans to come out and have affordable family fun. The SPHL is affordable family fun. Are we the best hockey league outside the National Hockey League? No. But we're affordable family fun, and these Ice Flyers are going to work as hard as they can every single night to win hockey games, and that's what we want to have, affordable family fun and a team that wants to win.
Jim, how about yourself, your role as the commissioner of the SPHL? Because I remember you as an official, and the other. How you been enjoying it?
I've actually been enjoying the commissioner part. The last time I did a radio interview in Pensacola, and I'll see if you remember this, the last time I did an interview in Pensacola in the playoffs against Tallahassee, illegal substitution from the bench.
Remember that, yes.
14 seconds to go. Kevin Pollock, who's in the National Hockey League right now, makes a call. It's a penalty shot, illegal substitution in the last 2 minutes of play or any time in overtime. Tallahassee scores on the penalty shot and then scores in overtime to win it.
No, Hugo
Kevin Pollock's in the
Belanche.
National Hockey League now, and I was at McGuire's. Honest to God, I was in McGuire's. I got a phone call from Andy Van Helleman. He goes, Jim, what happened? I explained it to him. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, Kevin Pollock made the best call I've ever seen in the game of hockey. I don't know if I personally had the guts to make that call, but he made it, and he did it. He did a good job. But as far as commissioner, I really enjoy it. I've kind of passed the officiating side of it off and more on the business side and I really enjoy seeing the people come out, enjoy the games. I know we're here tonight in Pensacola enjoying the game. I love seeing the fan side of it, not seeing the officiating side. I don't even have to watch it. I got a supervisor here tonight. I'm not even paying attention to the game. Talking to sponsors, talking to fans, and having a great time. So I really enjoy it. I'm a very blessed individual right now.
Bring up some good memories. In fact, it's coming up on the anniversary, I believe, of that game, because I remember it was in April. It was the first playoff series ever for the fans in Pensacola, and yeah, that call was made, and you could still see Hugo Belanche making that
it was Hugo.
Penalty shot, and Kelly Hulkgren, who still lives in Pensacola, with that overtime goal over the left point, because I remember that series very well, because Tallahassee was number 1, Pensacola was number 16. We're going back to the ECHL days here. First year for Pensacola in the ECHL, and they sneak on in, and they sweep Tallahassee 3-0. And there were a bunch of brooms in this place, and I remember a sellout crowd. But those days have helped what has made what today is. For hockey in Pensacola, because you can't forget about the foundation that as it grown. I mean, there's still. You talk about playoffs. I mean, the hockey fans here in Pensacola, they want a playoff series win. They haven't had a playoff series win in a while since the Kelly Cup days. That was year number 2. We're talking about probably 12, 13 years ago.
No, we had a conversation with Tim today. I met with Tim Kerr, and we had a conversation. And you know what, Todd Gordon, he loves this team, and he loves this city, and he was very integral in bringing hockey back here. He very much loves it, and I can tell you, if those players play with the passion that Todd has, they're going to win this hockey game and win some series, and maybe back here in a few weeks presenting a trophy. They're really excited here, and they want to make it work. They truly do.
Jim, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Keep up the great work.
Thanks for coming by.
Best of luck
Anytime.
in the future. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Jim Combs, Commissioner of the SPHL, joining us here during the first intermission break. Some interesting stuff going on with the Central Hockey League. All right, we'll let you enjoy the rest of the first intermission activities down on the ice. No score during the first intermission.